Okay, we can make it.
13 Lives, a film about a rescue mission to save a soccer team in Thailand, directed by Ron Howard. But is it worth a watch? A rescue mission is assembled in Thailand where a group of young boys and their soccer coach are trapped in a system of underground caves that are flooding. I remember following this story very carefully in 2018. I remember I was interning at Vert Right Productions in Cleveland. I was helped filming a learning experience sort of thing for the Akron Canals. And while that was going on was the World Cup and other things, but I do remember this story specifically, how mind-blowing it was, how tragic it could have been, and how things kept happening. It became one of the more astounding stories we've ever seen. So I heard they're making a film about this event, and I thought, you can't screw this up because of how powerful this story was. When I heard they got Ron Howard, I was not worried at all, because Ron Howard has a excellent filmography of things that actually happened. Apollo 13 is one of my favorite films. I think everything about that film is virtually perfect. It is a great way to tell the story of Apollo 13, and Ron Howard directed that film, and he directs it beautifully, perfectly. It's all great. So when I heard Ron Howard was directing 13 Lives, I wasn't worried. I was extremely excited to see this film, and I am a little disappointed that I wasn't able to see this film in theaters when it came out, because I absolutely love this film. This is one of my favorite films of the year, and Ron Howard has done it again. This film is absolutely riveting. The scenes where the divers have to go into these small spaces, it's exhilarating, and it just made me so uncomfortable because I am a little claustrophobic. If you're a claustrophobic, I don't recommend this film, because there were so many scenes where I was just getting sweaty and nervous. And I just think you have to be a certain type of filmmaker to pull off something like this, because a lot of this movie takes place in underwater sequences where you can't really see what's happening. And I think Ron Howard did an excellent job of the lighting and editing and everything around, so you understood what was going on. I think that's another compliment I can give this film, is they clearly explain everything that's happened. They've done their homework. It feels like you are in this cave. It feels like you are actually experiencing these events. And I was happy to find out that this movie is virtually pretty much spot on what actually happened. They didn't exaggerate much. They didn't really add anything into the film to make it more dramatic or do this, like some recent films have done where it's based off a true story. Here, for the most part, I think almost everything, like 99% of this film, all of it actually happened. And that, to me, makes the experience even more powerful and even more exhilarating to watch. I mean, this rescue mission is absolutely insane. There are things that happen in this rescue that I had no idea happened, and I was paying close attention to this rescue mission back in 2018, and there are a lot of things that weren't shown to the public that they show in this movie. And when you do a little research afterwards, they're like, yep, that definitely happened, but we had to be quiet about it for a little bit. And that just made the experience feel more real. All the performances here are excellent. I can't even pinpoint my favorite performance. I think everything, like I just said, felt so real, and that's what makes the movie so great. This film, I just think, was crafted perfectly for a story like this. I think everything that they did was right in the way they want to tell the story. You want to feel like you're in these claustrophobic spaces. You want to feel like time's running out. You want to feel like the impossible task that this is, and Ron Howard crafted that perfectly. I think every decision they made was right. I heard that in the real life rescue mission, when they were in these caves, they couldn't see anything. That's literally the only thing they said about this film that didn't really translate from real life, is that in real life they couldn't see anything in these caves. So in the movie there's some lighting in the cave so that we have somewhat of an idea what's going on. But that just makes the experience even crazier, because you're looking at these sequences like, holy shit, they couldn't see anything. Every once in a while a movie will come out where you just look at it and you're like, wow, humans can do amazing things. Sometimes humans are fucking awful. Most of the time they're fucking awful. But every once in a while they can get together and do something absolutely amazing. And this is one of those films. And I really do recommend 13 Lives. It's not perfect, and I don't think it's as good as Apollo 13, but it's up there. And for me, that is a huge, huge accomplishment. This is one of the best films of the year. I loved how it was crafted, and I really do recommend you watch it. It's on Amazon Prime. Go watch 13 Lives. You won't be disappointed. I'm going to give 13 Lives 9 Davey Daves. Yeah, I wish I could see this in theaters. I know it came out in theaters for a little bit, I believe. I think it came out in theaters the same day. It went on Amazon, and it came on Amazon, I think, a couple weeks ago, so I am definitely late on this review. But it was one movie I definitely wanted to watch when I heard it was coming out, because I love Ron Howard. I love the way he makes films like this. I thought this was coming out in November. This is one that actually slipped through my radar, even though I was paying attention to this film and I really wanted to see it. I thought it was coming out in November for some reason. I thought it was coming out like October, November, Oscar season, something like that, because I think this movie could definitely win some Oscars. So, 13 Lives. Let me know what you guys thought of it once you've seen it. I'm curious to hear. And thank you so much for watching. Click here to see more of Dave's Takes.